Today at the job centre. Let's go! Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing swell. Okay, so another mishmash of a video for you all today. First of all, thank you very much for the support and love that's out there. Thank you all new subscribers. Welcome. I try my best. Hopefully I've responded to all the comments, but they keep coming, guys. So thank you. All right. So what today's little video we're doing, I don't know what order it's going to be in. We're going to be playing Grifters Can't Do This. I've done it before. We're going to do, there's the Begs 24. Going to call her out on some of the shenanigans at Trade and Play Wirral. Not impressed with her. Then we're going to do, I don't know what order it's going to be in, okay? We're going to do 3 games that will make you a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex just like me, okay? And we're also going to do, I'm launching, and getting involved in the grift now. I'm launching my very own members only, or members of the channel, okay, where you get, I'm going to spoil it, but you might get your name at the end of the video. Wow, can you believe that? But you gotta part of some of that hard-earned money if you want any of that, okay? I'm getting on board with it. If you can't beat them, join them, as they say. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Okay, on to the next segment. I don't know what this segment's going to be called, but I refuse to keep quiet now about the state of YouTube, the grifters, if you like. I don't know what to call it, so anyone's got any suggestions in the comments, let me know in the comments, okay? So I asked for some more information regarding this case that I want to work on, okay? And I thought it was last week, but from my research that I've done, it goes back to 23rd of October. There's a post regarding this, okay? So from what I can tell, the Begs 24 did a video where she slandered a game shop called Trade and Play Wirral. Thank you for people that let me know the name of the store, okay? And apparently there was more information, or there is more information on YouTube. I got it right there off screen, okay, in my studio. From what I can gather, right, is, again, it's really hard. I am getting one. I know there's 2 sides to every story. The video in question has been removed by her, okay? So she's deleted it, which is an admission of guilt, okay? So from what I can tell by reading your comments and the comments that are on some of these posts, okay? She contacted Trade and Play in Wirral before going there, asking or letting them know or asking for permission to film, or to say, just so you know, I'm coming down, I'm going to film. Where Trade and Play have a policy in place where they don't allow people to film in this store. However, I have looked on YouTube. There is 1 or 2, it's hardly any footage, but there are some YouTubers have been in there and have filmed. So I'm assuming they've had permission. My thoughts on the store as well. It looks like a really nice looking shop. It looks like somewhere I would love to visit and do content. No, it does look like somewhere, if it was as far as from where I live, Bristol way. I know we're talking, this is Liverpool way, isn't it? Yeah, Liverpool way. That's too far. That's too far for me to visit. But if I'm ever in the area for some reason, I definitely would be checking this store out, okay? The Facebook page seems like better than my local game store's local pages, where they seem to respond to nearly every comment on there. They're very active on the social media side, okay? on this particular Facebook page. So it looks like the Gebs was told she couldn't film, but then they said, and I think it's very reasonable, it looks like they said that you can't film whatever day it was. I think it was a busy Saturday. That doesn't work for us. But they wanted to work with her. They weren't like, no, you can't film, leave us alone. It was like, no, you can't film. But if you arrange with us or work with us, we can maybe come to some kind of arrangement where you can film. Kind of more like on our terms, not on just turn up with a camera. So what does she do? She just turns up with her camera, okay? And I'm assuming at some point in the video, she was told to stop filming. And then, of course, some of these people, grifters, don't like being told. No, they grift for a living. And it looks like she's one of the worst ones out there. I have watched a few of the videos this afternoon, okay? I've been working on this case. And I will say, I wouldn't, if I was an independent game store, I would ban her from my shop based on she's going around CX as if no one's ever seen a CX. The state she leaves the shelves, it's always wound me up. I work in retail now, but I've always worked in retail. Most of my adult life I've worked in retail. And yes, you can look, you can pick games up, but the way she puts them back, it's almost like she's not throwing them, but it's like she's leaving, she's like a wrecking ball going through these stores, leaving a trail of destruction. And it kind of, I'm not surprised. It goes with my impression of her lately is she's really entitled, okay? So I got my glasses are on, so I am serious. I'm getting serious, let's say. I'll read the statement, I suppose. And this is there's a post after this. I think there is some dodgy stuff going on, targeting this store. Shows how some of these, again, it could be nothing to do with the bags, you know. So Trade and Play Wirral, so their social media person has put out just a quick thank you for all those who supported and reached out to us over the last few days. That includes both customers and other retailers. We were involved in a bit of YouTube shenanigans, but it now looks like the video has been removed. We were looking into legal action, but thankfully common sense has prevailed. So big thank you to the games playing community that have reached out and let the creator know that they had crossed the line. And I am putting that politely. So thanks to everyone who shops here, sells here, or maybe you just came out online to voice your support. Thank you. Okay. So I know they got to be very they can't name and shame kind of thing, right? So they haven't said it was her, right? But that was, when was that? That post went up on the 23rd of October. So we're talking a good couple of weeks ago now that video would have been up and stuff like that. But some of the comments, some people like me, I missed the gossip. Completely agree with you. It's completely wrong for them to do that. They quite obviously don't have a clue about the legality of filming, and you were well within your rights to seek legal course if they didn't take down the video. Hopefully this doesn't affect your business. So she had no thought, because she was told no. What was her intention? This is what I don't like. What was her intention of putting her video out? I know I haven't seen that video, but it must have been negative against this shop. And it could have been like, all right, we're all going to boycott the store. We're not going to go there, not going to go there. Now, I work for a very small family business. And something like that, a big creator, somehow she's got almost 100,000 subscribers. Wow, okay. Maybe people hate watching it, I don't know. But she has been doing it a long time, to be fair. It's very, I don't know what the word is. Sly, or she was told no, so I'm going to affect your business. I'm going to attack your small business, you know. Let's read some other comments. So the Trade and Play replied to that comment. I don't think we it will have an effect. The majority of comments on YouTube and X, I didn't look at X, were supportive of our position, with many giving the YouTuber a grade of actual abuse for doing it. Some of that was over the line, but sadly you can't give a prospective audience an excuse on these platforms, with the overriding theme being no means no. It doesn't like being told no. Someone else commented, probably not used to getting turned away like the channel, but a bit strange making the video. Let's have a look. I'll find some more. Okay, here's another one. So this sounds like a regular, and it says, you've repeatedly stated on here that no filming is allowed in the store. If someone is still trying to film, you have to question their intelligence or sense of entitlement. It's a good comment. Again, this Trade and Play responds, they're very active in their social media, you know. So they replied, they message ahead of time as well. They were politely told no and outlined our reasons why. I did say there may be an opportunity at a later date to work together on a project, a potentially better one. That last message was not replied to, so we did not know the YouTube's intent. The YouTuber turned up on a busy Saturday and was told no again. The fallout for the YouTuber was that the public could clearly see that conflict had been created to create content, and the comments on social media reflected that. So there was communication. She was told no, but she turned up anyway. What was she expecting? Do you know what I mean? Again, the word entitled comes to mind. Let's have a look for some more comments. Okay, here's another comment. Unfortunately, a certain YouTuber seems to think they are very good at playing the victim and getting sympathy votes. They are not. I'm hoping people are finally starting to realise what this person is actually like. Fake as F. Glad the video has now gone. Again, Trade and Play Wirral responded. I did see a thumbnail for a new video after that was presented in black and white, which had some kind of sad down on their luck crying theme. I didn't watch it, mine. Another one, I totally agree with you. The YouTube channel in question, again, some people do call her out, right? But people aren't saying it. Maybe it's, I've missed something where Trade and Play don't want to name it on here, and maybe the customers don't want to. Anyway, this customer said, I totally agree with you. The YouTube channel in question is complete and utter attention-seeking / clickbait garbage. Absolutely cannot stand any of these self-entitled so-called YouTubers. They need to accept no means no, end of. Well said. Again, Trade and Play have responded. I think the word used for such individual now is grifters. To think there was I'm crap at reading. Hopefully I'll be putting things there for you to read as well. Read along with Tony. To think there was the audacity to try and single us out for not doing enough for the community. Well, the first thing you do with the community is listening to what it wants. Wow, well said. I'd love to have watched that video. I would absolutely love to have. Let's have a look what else I've got. Next comment. Was it the Gebs? Again, Trade and Play, well done, responded. I wouldn't like to say. The person in question doesn't deserve people going over to go and have a look-see. Then the person responded, fair enough. Keep up the good work with the Epic Shop. But someone else had commented, it was. So, with the evidence, we're unravelling this case. So, what I can tell, again, it's really hard because I haven't seen her side of it, but it does look like she wanted to film there. Maybe that's something she does. And yeah, it's polite. Hey there, I'm visiting your store on such and such a date. I'm a content creator. is it okay to film? Kind of like a heads up kind of thing. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, but then if you're told no, that's the end of that. She still could have made a video. She could have filmed from outside, perhaps. Oh, hey guys, this is where I am today. I'll let you know how it goes. The shop has a policy where they don't allow filming inside, and then cut to like this is what I bought in there. Like, you haven't got to film every single thing when you're out, Like, I don't. I just show pickups videos. And I might talk about it when I'm in the store, like how my experience went, or if I didn't buy anything, I didn't buy anything, So she turned up anyway and filmed and didn't like being told no. Okay, that's what I gather from it, and then retaliated, if you like, in putting a slanderous video out there. Obviously, she didn't expect all the backlash that came with it, and deleted the video, like erased it from history and hoped nobody'd ever talk about it again. But guess what? We are talking about it, okay? But I will say this trade and play, if you live locally, show them some love, yeah? Give them a positive review if you have been in there. Yeah, always support local businesses, especially game shops, guys, because if they go, they go. They're gone. When they're gone, they're gone. Loads of YouTubers say, I wish I lived closer to some of these game shops, But if you've got these entitled YouTubers going around, and when they're told no, they've obviously got a good reason. Maybe something's happened in their shop, where they've gone, right, okay, going forward, we can't have that happen again. No filming in the store, okay? Even if they did just make it up one day, okay, from as of this day, we're not going to have anyone filming in the shop. It's their shop. They can do what they want. It's private property, So, there's a couple of weeks later, on the 4th of November, there was another post that they put down. This could be a coincidence, but there's some more shenanigans going on. They are words, okay? And the post says, hey guys, we are aware that some horrible member of the public is telling Google we are permanently closed. Sadly, there's no way of knowing who is doing this or stopping them. Why anyone would be such a catch you next Tuesday is beyond any of us. But I guess some get their rocks off trying to undermine small businesses. Suffice to say, we are very open. Again, whoever's doing that, if it's not related to the begs, okay, fucking grow up, do you know what I mean? These people, I don't know these people, they've probably got families to feed, they got just as much entitlement to go to work, at least they're going to work, unlike some of these fucking grifters, do you know what I mean? They're trying to earn an honest living, okay? So, first comment on there, this is funny, I'm voting it's the YouTube gimp. And they responded, lol. Then someone else commented, a member of Team 24. Is that what their gangbang club is called? It gets interesting, right? So that person asked a member of Team 24. Someone asks, if you don't mind, I don't know what happened. I've heard a few rumours from channels I watch on YouTube, but nothing definitive. I used to watch that Gebs for a while, but the grifting and sob stories were pathetic. She must be reading this. And thinking, do you know what I mean? There's no. I don't think there's a future in it for these grifters, because people talk. Well, people on YouTube need to talk about it, but you can see here, people are talking about these grifters, but wait, there's more. Again, on that same little thread, I've only heard rumours. I missed the video that's since been removed. I haven't even heard any rumours about it on other YouTube videos. So I'm kind of in the dark. I stopped watching the channel in question about a year ago, so I can guess what happened. That's about it. Trade and play, specifically with regards to this issue, question mark. But then this other comment then says, it's a new comment, I think. No, sorry, not this issue in particular, but I've heard that another store owner was boasting that apparently Retro Ghetto has people out to get anyone who has a bad word to say about him, and another YouTuber has allegedly been threatened. I know Retro Ghetto and Gebs collaborate, so I'm just putting 2 and 2 together here with regards to your issue with her. But I just wanted to know what your original issue was with her. That was only yesterday that was sent, so there hasn't been a reply. I think they're talking about Gold Tooth Gaming. Do you know what I mean? So the word's getting out there, guys. The word is getting out. Should I be worried about Ghetto's people out to get anyone? Goldtooth's not scared. I'm not scared. Access Area 6 isn't scared. Come at me, bro. Last bloke to come at me ended up in a canal. I've told that story, okay? Threatened me or my dog. Threatened my dog. I don't care. That's the only thing that can hurt me is if you hurt Rossi, my dog. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I'll keep an eye on this story to see if it more unfolds. I wish there was a way I could have watched that video, but it seems like more people are talking about it. More people want to be talking about it. Some people have messaged, not naming names. Some people have commented saying, I want to talk about it as well, but I don't want to feel like I'm jumping on the bandwagon. No, tell us what you think. Am I completely in the wrong? Do you agree with it? What's your thoughts? Do you know what I mean? The more people talking about this, the better it's going to be, because worst case scenario, right? That shop, if there was more grifters and gangbangers and Team 24 Begs, right, out there, her intention was to harm that shop because they said no. And worst case scenario for that shop, imagine they had to, and just imagine now, right? Imagine they had to close down. That's one less game shop for us proper people, customers that like to save up, buy our own games, okay? It's not on. So the more people talk about this and expose these people for what they fucking are, the better. So please, nobody is going to say, oh, you're just jumping on the bandwagon now. They're not going to say that. The more people talking about it, the better. Again, I've had some people, very respectable in the comments, they disagree with me. We'll agree to disagree. I'm not going to unsubscribe from your channel. I'm not going to attack you. I'll have a conversation. You agree with that? You do you, okay? This is just my opinion here, okay? Agree or disagree, okay? So that's the begs segment, the grifter segment for today's video, okay? Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Okay, new segment alert. I like a good segment on this channel. We're going to call this segment, These Games Will Make You a Goddamn Sexual Tyrannosaurus Just Like Me. Let's go. This week, we are looking at the Xbox, the OG Xbox, okay? And I've picked, from my collection that I paid for, I have picked 3 only on Xbox exclusives, okay? I don't know if they're expensive games. I know for a fact, because I still got the receipt for one of them. I paid £2 for one of them, and I paid 50 pence for the other one. I don't know. That was back in 2019, so I don't know those prices. I don't know. Are they gone up? Are they gone down? Who knows? But these are 3 really, really good games, okay? That will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like me, okay? Really, really good games. So the first game, if you haven't played it, it's called Brute Force. Fantastic fun. I believe, yeah, it's made by the same people that made Halo. And I remember buying this back in the day, and it came out on my birthday, so I had it from brand new. This isn't, unfortunately, the original I had from back in the day. But I don't know if you can see there. It's got like Super Street Fighter 2 vibes, isn't it? The cover art, isn't it? Where you just see the shadows of the new characters. But you got a choice of 4 characters. But you start off with, I think the guy's name was Tex. Still got the manual. Back in the day when we had manuals, this is a good manual as well, actually. Yeah, so you start off with this guy, Tex, and it's a third-person sci-fi shooter, okay? And each mission is kind of on a different planet. It's really good level variety to it, okay? And every character's got like a unique ability. And Tex, his special power was, and it only lasts for a limited time. It's like the timer counts down. He goes into like beast mode, where he can like use both his weapons and he kind of just guns everyone down. There's the other character was Hawk. She was a scout, which basically means she can walk around for a limited time, silent and invisible as well. So really good for getting behind enemy lines. There was another female character, Flint. Can't remember her. Oh yeah, she was a sniper. So she could like, I think I hardly ever played with her. She would like, I think she's the only one that had the proper sniper rifle. But my favourite was Brutus. This guy here. He looks like a bad guy, doesn't he? But his special ability kind of makes the game broken because it's so easy. He's got like this predator, another predator when he got that like heat vision. He's got that. So everything goes black and white apart from your enemies. So you can see them even if they're hiding in bushes and stuff like that. But also, while he's in that mode, he's very slowly recovering his health. So basically, once you unlock that character, I think he's the third character you unlock, or he might be the last character you unlock. Like you basically rescue him, and then he joins your squad then, your gangbang squad. And then once you realise you're recovering your health, the whole game, as far as I was concerned, was using his special ability to get everything's black and white. So the whole game for me was pretty much black and white. I know it's kind of cheating, but I'm not breaking any of the rules of the game because my health would recover. So it is, all in all, it's a very, very good game. I definitely recommend picking that one up, okay? The next one is again, a fantastic game, is Jade Empire. Now, this is a game made by BioWare Corp. And they made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I think this one came out between the first one and the second one. But once I knew it was, I love Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, as I'm sure it's got like a cult following, isn't it? And the second one. But when I saw the screenshots, I thought, this looks fantastic. Right up my alley, martial arts, ancient China and stuff like that. But then when I realised it was an RPG made by the people that made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I bought this. I was sold. I bought this day one, the day it came out of my own money. And it plays very similar to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Obviously, there's no lightsabers and stuff like that. But it's got like mythical, ancient Chinese dragons and stuff like that. It's fantastic. I mean, it's a shame they haven't made a sequel to this game as well. Again, definitely one worth tracking down if you see it out there in the wild. And the third game in this segment is a game called Sadeki. Another fantastic game. This is it's an RPG, but it's like an action RPG. I think it's the first ever action RPG game I ever played back in the day. And again, you got 4 characters with each character's got their own special ability. The 2 of them are actually turns into like first person shooter modes. So one's the scientist guy, he's got a laser gun. I think it's hers. She's got a staff, so she's like the magician, wizard kind of vibe. So her staff fires projectiles and stuff like that. Then you've got your warriors then. So this guy, he's the main character. He's got like the sword and the shield. And then you got this woman here where she's got like almost like Wolverine claws. But then what they do is very clever, where with her claws, for example, it's only certain characters can do certain things, and each character's got their own boss that you can only play as using those characters. It forces you to level up all the characters or to experience playing the game with all 4 characters. It's really, it must have cost them a fortune to make this game. It's absolutely beautiful worlds to explore. It's got like flying airships. But what was, I thought was really bizarre, you go to like a town, you'll speak to like, I remember there's like people, I think like kangaroo people or something. It's been a long time since I played this game, right? So you're talking to like the kangaroo family in their house, like fetch quests or something like that. And then the father will speak with like a Scottish accent. So then you expect the kids to speak with a Scottish accent, they might have a Scouser accent or something like that. It's like they got every single character had to be voiced by a completely different person kind of thing. It just made me laugh back in the day. But yeah, another game I strongly recommend checking out. Again, I have no idea the prices of these games. But yeah, anything with the only on Xbox, in my experience, they're always good games. There was a time where I was going to go for a full, like a subset of only on Xbox games. Maybe it's something I'll visit again in the future. But those are absolute bangers you need to add to your collection. Okay. The next segment. I love a segment, guys. Word of the week. This is going to be called Grifters Can't Do This. Okay, where I grab 1, 2, or 3 things in my games room, okay, and try to motivate these people to do better, okay. The first item I'm going to show you where Grifters Can't Do This, okay, is I'm going to show you my copy of Tekken for the PlayStation, okay. This is the black label, black spine, whatever you call it, okay, edition. An absolute fantastic game. This is, when it comes to fighting games, I like to consider myself as like an amateur historian, if you like. I like to collect fighting game history, okay? And this is an important game for 3D fighters because it's such a good game, and also because I've got a job, I was able to save up and I wanted to upgrade my copy. So I got the Premier edition. So this is the cardboard. It's minty like your mum, okay, version of it. Look at that. This doesn't go that way in my games collection. That'll always go that way, okay? And you grifters out there can't do that. That would mean the same as it wasn't gifted by anyone, and I paid for it, okay? There's no scamming, nothing going on. I went to work and I saved up, and that's what I bought, okay? I'll do one more thing. Hopefully this will motivate you guys to do better, the grifters. Grifters can't do this. This is my absolute pride and joy. Can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. Not far off the price of a PS5, okay? This is my Victrix Pro arcade stick. It's a limited edition. There's only 250 of these bad boys on planet Earth. I don't know about other planets, but planet Earth is only 250. And this is number 126, okay, of 250 Sagat variant, okay? It's absolute top quality buttons. The stick is, juicy Lucy like your Auntie Mary. And it's got lights up on the sides and stuff like that, okay? Now, because of the price, I couldn't just buy it on the whim. I had to save up, okay? And time was ticking because there's only a certain amount of them on planet Earth, okay? So I didn't want them to sell out by the time I bought it, okay? And the feeling of saving up, going to work, and I had a shitty job at the time, okay? But it made it more sweet. That feeling of working hard for something and receiving it, and every time I play it, do you know what I mean? I go, ooh, you'll never experience this. I bought that, out of my money. There's no scamming going on, no grifting going on, okay? That's my money paid for that, okay? Okay, and the final thing I'm going to talk about is I'm getting on board. Might call me a hypocrite now. These grifters and their channel members, okay? The problem I've got, before I get any further, right, with, I can't say it any clearer. In my head it's clear. Hopefully I can explain it, right? So, set up a YouTube channel. I encourage anyone to set up a YouTube channel. People that say there's too many gaming channels or whatever out there, don't listen to them. More the merrier. Set one up right now, okay? So that channel starts to get successful, all right? You're passionate about it like I am. People start subscribing. Then all of a sudden, YouTube starts putting adverts on your videos. So YouTube, they really got plenty of money, okay? So they're making bank on your videos. Still a hobby, okay? So then you've got the option then when you get monetized, right? So, no problem. So, to fund your channel then, your hobby, okay? So, I'm talking, say you get like 100,000, 10, like 1 million subscribers, okay? And you're getting consistently 1 million views, okay? And you want to monetize it. Why should YouTube get the money? I've got no issue with someone wanting to monetize their stuff, okay? Because it takes the burden off your viewers. So they're watching, there'll be an advert at the start. Some people don't like it. I personally haven't got a problem if you want to monetize your content. The problem I've got then is the people that double dip. They want more money, okay? And instead of working harder to create better content, which better content equals more viewers, more returning viewers, okay? Which equals more hours watched, which equals more money. That's the hard way to do it, okay? What they want to do is not work as hard, but then have these channel members. They want the ad revenue, gimme, and then they want the members, the perks of your name will be at the end of my video in whatever colour, right in, okay? That's my stance now. I know some people don't want to do anything to do with monetization. I've got a problem with people asking for more money, okay? And then they're pretending to be people's friends, and these lonely people, they're taking advantage of those lonely people, okay? So I'm jumping on board now. Yes, maybe I'm a hypocrite. I did talk about it on my dog vlog. Normally people watch my dog vlog, okay? I want to get involved. I'm thinking, yeah, money to be made, yeah, do you know what I mean? So why not? I'm going to do channel members as well, right? So I've already got 2 channel members, so welcome aboard, guys. Your name's going to appear at the end of this video. How exciting is that? To become a channel member, what I want you to do is to pick a charity that means something to you. Every single person has got a certain charity that means something to them. You might have a family member affected by cancer, Alzheimer's, Heart Foundation, Dogs Trust, the PDSA. There's so many worthy charities out there, okay? And what I want you to do to become a channel member of my massive, amazing channel, okay, is what I want you to do is send me a screenshot, okay, of you donating. When you donate money to a charity, you get like almost like a receipt or like a confirmation that they've received it, okay? Send that to, inbox me on my Instagram, TonyFighter2. I think I know how to do the link. I did it earlier on, okay? So click the link, send me a message, this is the charity, or just a screenshot, and you're in my Ghetto Gangbang Club squad, okay? It's going to be called that. Maybe it'll evolve into something else. But how cool is that? Your name will appear at the end of this video. I know, it's good, isn't it? It's really, really good. Exciting times, okay? So, I think on that note, we're going to end the video now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Love you. Bye.